What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about two different things regarding Starfield. Number one, the player base and just the incredible numbers it's putting up, what that means, how much money it's making, considering this is the early access kind of period. And then number two, want to touch on the reviews one more time, having read and seen a few more of them, having seen the discourse, online on Twitter and other places of people that gave it quote unquote too high scores or too low scores. I want to talk about that really quickly in this video as well, and I'll hopefully have an impressions video of Starfield either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm 4 hours in. By the time tomorrow or Sunday's video comes out, I hope to get it to like 10 or 15 hours, and I'll have a pretty cool video out, I think. So let's talk about the numbers first. In this game, having hit 234,000 concurrent players the night it came out. Now, right now when I'm recording this, it's almost at 200,000. It might beat the 234, as we've seen actually with Baldur's Gate, with Hogwarts Legacy. I believe both those games reached their peak. I think Hogwarts did it on the Saturday, Baldur's Gate did it on the Sunday. So I think it's possible this Saturday or Sunday, tomorrow or Sunday, the game reaches higher than 234. But either way, 234 is ridiculous because, as I said in the beginning of this video, the only way you appear on this list here, the only way you're playing the game on the Steam charts is if you spent the $100 to do the upgrade. Now, I did it through Game Pass, so it was the $31.50. We talked about that in a few videos back, but this is incredible, and I believe the math roughly equates to around $20 or so million, a little bit more than 20 million, that they've made just on, and that's just like if only 234,000 people bought the game. Obviously, more people did it. They're not all going to play literally at the exact same time, right? So I think this is, at least from like a player-based perspective, this is massive. It broke the store. I actually was a casualty of that. It worked after like 5-10 minutes, but the store was down last night when Starfield was coming out. It's incredible. It's honestly really, really cool. No matter where the reviews lie, we're about to talk about that in a second, but no matter what you think of the reviews, this game I do think is a gigantic hit considering this is the early access. I do think, the game will probably beat itself, right? On Wednesday or on Thursday or on Friday. I think it's really going to be next weekend when this thing hits whatever the big number is going to be. And whether that's 4, 5, 600,000, I think this is in the top 5, if not even top 1 in terms of Steam sales. So I would expect this thing to do fantastic. And as I've said, I think it'll sell pretty okay. And in fact, actually, this is way more than okay, right? But I think on Game Pass, and I hope they say it, I really hope they tell us numbers. I would not be surprised if they say 15 or 20 million people played this game through Game Pass just on the first day or the first week. I really think this game can reach easily 20 million, if not more. I really, really believe that. And then you add on, if the game sells 3 to 5 million units, it might do more. It might sell closer to 10 and have 20, 30 million people playing it through Game Pass. That would be incredible. And that's exactly what Xbox and Bethesda kind of needed. So really big props, I guess, for that one. But then to talk about the reviews just really, really quickly, I want to say, I told you so, not in like a looking down kind of way, but I want to kind of pat myself on the back because, I call these things and I got to give myself a little credit when I feel like I accurately predicted something. This is what we kind of said. You have fanboys on both sides. You have exaggerations on both sides. And one of the things that does stand out immediately, and this is actually an exaggeration on the positive side, so sorry I'm going here first, but the idea that this game is bug or glitch free is ridiculous. I can tell you in the first 4 hours, absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how reviewers who played this game for 15, 20, 30 hours that said they experienced 1 or 2 bugs, I don't know what version of the game they were playing, but that has, it's happened to me way more than that, and it's just 4 hours in. Not to say it's horrible, but to say exaggeration. Also, exaggerations on the lower end of things as well. In terms of scores, again, it's also kind of what I thought, where you're having people attack. I like it when IGN kind of does like the thing that either unites the internet or just kind of gets a lot of people to be talking about it, right? They gave Hogwarts Legacy a 9. That got a lot of people talking about it. They given Starfield a 7. All eyes kind of are on that one. But one thing I want to talk about, though, that's a little bit separate but still in this review kind of category, and you guys can let me know what you think. The idea of like how long these people played this game is what I find interesting. Is a lot of reviews talked about after 20, 30 hours, the game clicking. And I think that's a very controversial topic. If a game gets good after 20, 30 hours, is the game an actual good game, or do you judge it on the first 20? that's a controversial topic that maybe I'll have to make an entirely separate video on. I'm kind of in the belief that because time is short, if you can't catch people in a game 25 hours in, if it only gets good at hour 26, I don't know if that's the quality of a good game. Not saying I don't think Starfield's good. I actually do think it's good, but I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. And that's a thing I've noticed, though, right? Because you have these reviews, and I think, honestly, there are several reviews that didn't fully beat the game. Now, many of them have admitted it, but I would probably go further. And I've said this for a long time about the IGNs of the world and other things. I fully believe they make stuff up. They say that they played 40, 50 hours. I guarantee you they didn't. I'm not saying for Starfield, I'm saying in other games. I think it should be mandatory that people get to see their achievement list or trophy list or their profile whenever you review any game, just to see how long statistically you put into the game, what achievements you got, what achievements you didn't get. I think that should be mandatory because I think we have the right to accurately know, not be lied to, accurately know how much these people did. But it all kind of comes together, right? Because you have people saying, well, it clicks after 30, 40 hours. Well, did the lower scores give it that because they didn't play it enough? Or there's also a lot of talk about playing Starfield the right way versus wrong way. And if you played it the right way, maybe you gave it an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10. And if you play it the wrong way, well, maybe that's where the 6s and 7s. It's a giant mess. That's kind of the theme. That's why I wanted to put it in this video. That's what I meant when I was saying, like, I was right. I called the situation. It's an entire cluster F. I don't go based off of it. It was fun to see what people thought. Ultimately, I don't think you could have gone to any one individual person to get the entire picture. Even my personal favorite, and Mr. Maddie Plays, I think he did a fantastic job. His video was super long and detailed, but he admitted 70 hours, but he didn't even do everything in the game, which I don't blame him. They weren't given enough time to play, 150 hours. So I think that's, on one side of things, good, because you can't just rely on one person, because people are going to experience things differently, and also the right way, wrong way of playing. You're going to have to go to other people, but that's, I guess, on the positive side. The negative side is that's where all this mess kind of comes into it. That's, well, this person played it wrong, or this person liked it after 30 hours but didn't like the first 30, so what does that say about the game? Again, make your own decision. If you want to hear what I think about it, I'm definitely going to tell you my opinion, but I still always implore you guys to make your own calls and your own choices on these games. And it was definitely fun. Yesterday was fun to see the reviews, but it was also a gigantic mess, as I kind of predicted it would be. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to check out any of my other channels or my Twitter or Discord, all the links are in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one.